We've seen some of these players put on a good show, and let's see them do it again, Kurt.
Game number 2.
Game 2. The final day for qualifiers, trying to get in on a Monday. $1.5 million. And Jack, where are they dropping?
Where are we dropping? Well, we're following tempo. We have to off that performance in game 1. Looks like he's heading right back towards Snobby, and that's where he landed last game and had the perfect zone. So he's like, hey, let's hopefully have it work out that way again. As he'll go ahead and fly towards that area. And when you're flying on in, spinning around, looking for exactly where other opponents could be dropping on in from. Looks like he'll have someone there on his screen. Can't quite read the name. But either way, some early engagements possibly for tempo here.
Unlucky loot location came around with just some ammunition. You see a lot of these players, even while traveling, they're going to smack every single, any material source they can, because early game fights, Courage, 1 or 2 builds can make the difference between winning a 1v1 or not. And look, Slaying inside the house came up with a Chug Jug. He's got a blue AR already, and Tempo sitting on a gray tactical shotgun at this range is not going to be nearly effective. Shotguns, you got to be very up close. That's why he's using the build. Trying to get in. He gets a shot through the window. Are you kidding me? 80 damage. Leaves Slaying at 20. This Chug Jug could come in big if Tempo lets him get it off.
You got
Tempo lets him use it.
But
Tempo's got to push.
Remember, he's only got 30. He's been tagged twice already, but this AR does 33 damage. So Tempo still has 34 health, meaning Slaying is to hit 2 bullets. While he's only got 20 HP, Tempo has a shotgun.
The top right corner, you see just how close these 2 players are. Third partying.
Tempo got a shield off. Tempo got 2 shields. Is he max shields now? And he's popping a Chug Jug. Are these guys both about to have 200 HP?
Full reset. Slaying only has 4 builds. Tempo's bandage. So Tempo's going to be at 175 if Slaying lets him get the entirety of the bandages off, which he's going to. Slaying's at 200.
Do you think Tempo heard that? I can't tell if Tempo heard that.
The trap placement. Hopefully Tempo heard that and does not push through the window.
He's only got 8 bullets. Forget everything else. He's only got 8 bullets. He's got to hope against his limb right here. He's out of ammo. He's out of ammo. He's dancing around. He's got at least a great pistol. That's his last line of defense.
He's got to push. And Tempo gets the elimination.
And you see, no. Can't believe it. Somehow in the 2 rooms these guys loot, they each get max shields and a Chug Jug. Here's Nick Merckx early on. Facing off against Ryan Rex. The dual pistols. Okay, Nick.
Jumpman trying to get the little peek over the top there. You saw him jumping to try and take a shot. Backing out, hiding in his own box. He does have 5 bandages, maybe an opportunity to heal up, but Sakairos he has to apply pressure, which he is. And Sakairos goes down to Jumpman, very accurate. You saw multiple crits in there, and the shield disappearing. Sakairos only 28 HP.
He had 28 health.
He didn't take a single point of damage.
That's one that you want back. If you're Sakairos now, Kayun. 1 player above, 1 player nearby. It seems like everyone that landed risky is now getting in their fights. This big shield could make all the difference. There you go. Wants a third party this engagement. Shotgun shots coming on in. Can only build 2 walls. That's Joda just above. That was a perfect spray. Knocks him all the way down. Brilliantly done by Kayun.
Kayun earns that elimination. Knowing the exact location where your opponents stopped up top, maybe potentially built based on the walls that were still being built mid-engagement. He says, you must be behind this rim.
Here's Cryo at Junk Junction.
Big shot takes Stratify out. Point blank tack hits like a bus, and the rate of fire is high enough that you can unload rounds, unload shotgun shells, and deal a lot of damage very quickly.
So it's kind of known by a lot of people. Chap likes to go to Wailing Woods, and he's already got 700 wood. He's pushed towards Risky. He's got 1 of them to this point.
Looking to pick up a second quickly underneath him.
Yep. He hears the double barrel. Now that it's been shot once, I think this is Chap's green light to go for this. Trying to stop him from getting the reload off. Chap continuing to spray on down. Drum gun in hand, so darn good for shredding these walls. But he doesn't have a ton of ammo. Does take a pretty healthy hit right there. Ooh.
Kayun picking up his second elimination.
Ooh, you heard the reaction from everybody here. The double barrel, when you are that close and it does that pure like 160 damage. Yeah, that's why it's now the new meta of shotguns to use in competitive Fortnite.
You saw right there that golden double barrel, even at kind of moderate range for a shotgun like that, the spread is very high and the damage drop off. And a hunting rifle. stalking his opponent. Now, he has tons of materials at this point. We've seen players start to favor this drop out here because the larger rocks, Courage, come away with, wow, what a shot.
Yep.
Tifu picks up his second elim. Those large rocks, like I was saying, they have 50+ brick in them, and they only take a few melee hits.
He was blind from Cloud9, one elim to this point. Again, you see immediately how these players just begin to break down structures when they realize they have so little materials. Whoa.
All back up with Nick Merckx looking for anything. You get a 9 and a 20 off there. The 50 damage just pushes up on Lavish and gets him to the bottom of the staircase there.
Nick's got 3. Nick's got 3 elims. That's a point for Nick Merckx, putting him on the board as well. And it looks like he wants to go for more. He's not done yet.
Airco, a player we've seen a number of times in the past. It looks like Nick Merckx might be getting third-party. Multiple players here in Tilted as he's trying to back out of this engagement and saying the position I'm in right now, he's getting shot from above. It's not good enough to go for an engagement that somebody already has the top down on him. You see in the feed, Tyler's getting double flower out. Here to Derp going down to a 189-meter rifle shot, but Nick found a Chug Jug.
Uses that Chug Jug to get to max HP. This is Crunch, who we highlighted a little bit back in game 1 with his quick edits and his fast building, and right there shows off the edit power, gets that elim. Should be a cleanup. You think
162.
162. Okay, well, now that he knows that this player's got under 40 HP, he just wants this, and that's what you talk about with him owning a lot of these walls. He can edit through, edit through. Here's another engagement. Can he clean up the elim? There it is. That was NRG Kasid who gets cut down.
Blind's got to feel good about that, especially after last round. I love seeing these players improve on their own gameplay, but Double Flowers stuck inside the house, already super low HP, walks in on Flowers, trying to use turbo build to keep his opponent out, but it wasn't fast enough, and he had already been through the wall location, gets a shot off, a very easy elimination just because of the low HP of Flower already.
You'll see someone's watching at all times.
Colton, the winner from our first heat, goes down to Jumpman's tack shotgun. My apologies, double barrel up close there, and Jumpman's going to top off. He doesn't have to move very far. 47th Architect.
You think he's in a great spot here, but he is quite low on AR ammo.
And the zone's moving. Yep. He has to decide whether it's time to engage, which it looks like his opponent says it is, and Frankie gets the elim. His 47th trying to move out. And that's actually Frankie's third elimination. That's a single point for him, which already puts him in a...
There's people nearby. Nick's got someone just above. I think he'll break down wheels here any second. This could be another elimination for Nick Merckx, which would put him at 4. And he still has a campfire to use, so even though he's in the zone, still in an okay position. Trying to match the building of wheels. They're on the same level now. Nick trying to swap to that shotgun. There's the elimination.
Shot on wheels.
Nick Merckx hasn't been stopped yet, folks.
He's got a med kit too. He's in a great spot to keep on moving with the zone. He's actually, looking at the map, he's relatively far out. He has quite a ways to go. He has cut still all the way across Dusty. Hopefully there's more than one med kit there, or maybe he has a launch pad, because otherwise he's in a tough spot.
Yeah, he most certainly is. Pupper. Now remember, when this zone closes, it's going to start hitting even harder. Is this the second? Is this second? Yeah. This player's now trying to med kit to stay alive here. Pupper getting chunked on down. He's got to stop and use this med kit. It's hitting for 2.
Cut off. This means it's a 1v1 fight, and he doesn't have any eliminations left. So no matter the outcome, no points.
Both of them drop.
Melo goes down as well. You see all their loot sliding down the ramp.
Above Lonely Lodge won't be safe for this next zone, but he's playing like this because he's got WBG Ranger just below him. Ranger tries to spray on down. The trap comes in. There's 150, and oh no, Fristo. A little bit of a panic there.
It looked like, I don't know if you noticed, was he attempting the rift to go his way out of there just in the last second of the trap damage?
Because he had elims last game too. Here's Fade in a little build battle around one of these houses. Stops Joshua right there. Once he gets the high ground, he just goes for the quick shotgun shot. That heavy, so darn good when you get the headshot crit. And this is from Ranger's perspective. Drops him down, places the trap, edits the wall above him, swaps to the shotgun. It happened.
He was already in an engagement, so he kind of had the drop on him, but there's 3 players in this box. Triz is nearby, 2 across the street. Nick Merckx, like you said, was 6 eliminations.
Leading this game. What an absolute beast. He's blind and second in the limbs is already out. This one. Nick trying to break through these walls. He has made, he's made it up through. The spray with the drum gun, is it enough? No!
Just short of the 7th elimination. That would have been 3 points there.
I'm surprised he didn't swap to the heavy shotgun. I think he was hoping that maybe the drum gun spray would have been enough, but...
And after this circle closes is when things start to get chaotic with circle moves. Chris, we just saw on the feed a second ago, that elimination that we were watching. He's at 2. One more versus who he's against right now. That'll give him 3. That's a point. This drum gun push, we've seen it a ton of times and it paid off. But watch the trap. Horrify almost gets it off. And Chris falls down below, just barely dodging. It even, you heard it go off right there, the reset. So
Kayun's 3rd elimination. Go ahead and swap to replay this. Quick little edit on the window. Peekaboo.
Takes JP2 out.
Tempo,
I'm assuming, just eliminated Young Prism. You see that in the feed. Perfect. That's 2 eliminations.
Look at his reaction. Like, oh, God. Again, I have to stress it, folks. We've had qualifiers all this week. It's to earn positions for tomorrow's $1.5 million grand final. It's a holiday. Tune on in. Tell everyone to be there. If you're live in the venue, you will want to be here to secure a spot here early on tomorrow. Do not miss this live in person. This crowd's going to get nuts.
And Tfue doing something you said even before. This is a pretty common tactic. He's very good at waiting, pacing his timing. He's going to try and drop them at the structure that his opponent was using to push in, but it wasn't enough. Multiple layers on that from these top tier builders, so they can. He still even got in Tfue, who's under. His opponent's underneath him now, and he's got to wait. The rock's coming in. A time bounce pad to fly away, try and get out, and this is what we were seeing earlier. Crispy's down at the bottom of that catacomb of structure. Chris getting the elimination in the feed there on Nikiski, I believe is the name.
This is Tfue and Tempo.
Right on top of each other, literally
Teammates.
a box away.
Not this, though. Not here when it's all solos. Tfue using the bounce pad, trying to soar forward. Thankfully for him, none of those drum gun bullets connect. He's made it to the closest spot to this next zone. Sign of a great player, making sure positioning for the next move. Now getting sprayed again. I just realized, Lupo, look at his materials. I mean, this is bad. 10
builds left. I believe that's why you saw he built up that layer in front of him, but didn't cap the top off. Plus, he started to get shot from above. He kind of waited. He knew he had to time the builds correctly, because if he had spent all his material earlier, that means his opponent shooting from above could have potentially busted through and taken shots on him, maybe even eliminated him.
As Triz, yes, he gets 500 wood. That's a game-changing elim for Tfue. Remember, folks, in game 1, Tfue died to Chap when he was 1 elim and 1 position away from earning 2 points. Here, he's earned 1 point this game and another elim plus 2 more elims in the total game. Top 10 would get him another.
Now, we were watching Crispy a second ago, who was sitting on 7 and 7 for his wood and brick, and you saw he made his way in underneath. He's in the bottom, and he hid next to a tree, but opted not to knock it down because the tree, the setup inside that little catacomb, the builds that were around it, he's totally covered. He can hide in the bottom of the tree, and players that are sneaking by, he might get the drop on him. He might have an opportunity for another elimination, rather than knocking the tree down and coming out with maybe 30 wood. There's 3 builds that it would get knocked down so fast, it might not matter.
Tempo in a fight with Bumboy. There's another elim for him. Tfue just trying to position himself. Already in that next zone. Made it to 11th. This is where he died last time. Not the case here. Tempo gets another.
Everybody that's left alive right now does get +1 point. They're all top 10. Chris coming away with a double in the shotgun. Eliminations of the feed. Crispy then follows up and takes Chris out with an SMG. And Tfue trying to establish himself up top, somewhere safe. He's 6 remaining, 4 eliminations. Ooh. He needs 1 more for another point.
He wants those, Matt. He wants that loot so bad.
He better. He's got 15 builds left total. And he's going to start to use them to try and get up top, opting out of going after those. But the Rocket's coming in saying, nope, you got to go back down. Now's the time to try and make a positional decision. He's got to go down. That's exactly what he's going to do. He doesn't want to take too much fall damage. He's going to push in the zone. He's in the bottom fighting now. Tfue gets another one. That's 5 elims. Makes it to top 3. 2 left.
All the loot's falling to Tfue. He's trying to drop on down. Can he drop his opponent in time? Tfue spraying out the build. Here he comes.
Are you kidding me?
Tfue with the win. Game 2.
He's dropping. You see TNT Rain trying to get the shot off on the way in.
That rhymed. Okay. pretty happy with that. But Tempo, first place spot still, but Tifu, his teammate, right behind him. Liquid Chap right there as well. Nick Merckx in that 7th spot too. Pretty nuts.
Now, I want you to look at place 6 right now. What do you see there, Courage? That's 0 eliminations, and he picked up another point, another top 10 finish.
The man set himself through to Monday without getting an elim.
We have so much left.
So much left. Remember, top 33 qualify. So far, only 31 players even have